As the victim, I am very disappointed in the Kalamazoo Township Board of Trustees' failure to handle the outcome of the investigation. I joined the Kalamazoo Township Fire Department to help the community I grew up in. After 3 months of being employed, I became a target of a firefighter that later followed with harassment and racism from other firefighters that Matt Mulac and David Obreiter protected. If I was a white person, I wouldn't have experienced this, but I was the only woman of color. While all of this occurred, I maintained good standing at the station. The feedback I received during my annual reviews was consistently good. I was highly active in responding to calls. I did as much as I could to not let it affect my desire to perform my job. But eventually I reached my breaking point. I was harassed, physically assaulted, and I was told many times by coworkers to not speak Spanish with my Hispanic coworkers because we lived in America. And they would often refer to the Hispanic firefighters as the cartel. I did not do anything to deserve the way I was treated or what I experienced at the Township Fire Department. I did not goad anyone into harassing me, touching me inappropriately, or speaking to me in a racist manner, as Matt Mulac said. I followed the proper chain of command to report the harassment and racist comments I received. I thought I could trust Mulac and Obreiter, but they failed to protect me. I had no choice but to report it to the board. Due to the Supervisor Don Martin's close relationship to Mulac and Obreiter, I went to Trustee Ashley Glass and Manager Dexter Mitchell to prevent any bias between all parties involved. During the investigation, I maintained no contact with Trustee Glass and only contacted Manager Mitchell to extend my leave of absence. I later resigned because I knew I would face intense retaliation for reporting my complaints to the board if I returned. Supervisor Martin, along with most of the board members, have advocated for Matt Mulac and David Obreiter. Only Trustee Glass reached out to me after their termination. Instead of the board reaching out to me or reading the report, they have shown more compassion to Mulac and Obreiter and have targeted Manager Mitchell for his decision to eliminate the problem in the fire department. It is common sense that any form of discrimination should never be tolerated. They are unfit to be fire chief and battalion chief. They are not the victims of any injustice. Matt Mulac and David Obreiter should not be reinstated because they are not as effective as leaders, and the full report proves that Matt Mulac blames Manager Mitchell for their termination. However, the report shows they are at fault for violating township policies. Would you want someone you care about to be the target of harassment, assault, and racism? Would you encourage them to speak up and make sure it doesn't happen
You're all time, ma'am.
anyone else?